Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 58 of FTB Revelations, where I'm just processing a few nuclear craft ores. So, looking at the resources I have from nuclear craft, it appears, and I'm suspecting this to be true, that magnesium, lithium, and boron, three of the metals needed for nuclear craft, are not being generated in either the deep dark or in the astral setup thing that I did up over by my astral setup. And that's kind of a bummer. Now they are being generated over here, which is cool, right? So we can see boron and thorium and that stuff showing up over here. So thorium's also in the mix with that. So that's good news. So those guys are showing up from the void ore miner. Which, how close am I? Few more rhodium crystals, and we're almost to the point where we can focus on rhodium crystals and then start upgrading the miner after we get more of them to a tier 2, and then a tier 3, and then a tier 4, and we go from there, and then things start ramping up. So that said, I've collected all the metals that we got in there. I tweaked this setup so that things like borium and magnesium and lithium and all that other stuff from nuclear craft go through this one to quadruple, because it's one of the resources that we can't easily produce a lot of based on our current auto mining processes. Cool? With that said, today's episode I'd like to kind of do similar to what we did last episode, where we got a bunch of things going with regards to calcium sulfate, right? Yes. Hey, we've got 143 calcium sulfate hanging out thanks to my automation that we set up last episode. And today I want to do borax, which is going to be a lot of, again, processing, right? So just to rehash, borax is made from a borax solution in a... let's see, borax is made from a borax solution in a crystallizer, which is made in a chemical reactor between boric acid and sodium fluoride. Boric acid comes from water and diborane, so I'm not putting diborane in my to-do list because we already have it. Chemical reactor here, diborane is a combination of hydrogen and molten boron, which we're melting. So that's cool, right? So we should have a melter here for the boron. And then I needed 3 chemical reactors. And they needed lithium, and I didn't have any lithium, which is what drove me to realizing I had a problem. So I was preparing for what I needed to make between episodes, and then ran into the problem, so wanted to notify you guys, like, hey, there's a problem, and I notified it, and now I'm fixing it. So in addition to that, we need sodium fluoride solution, which is a combination of sodium hydroxide and fluoromethylene. So sodium hydroxide is just another melter. So that's not too bad. And I'm pretty sure we have what we need for that, right? Sodium hydroxide, I would guess, is one of these guys. Maybe not. Sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, hold on. So molten sodium hydroxide comes from sodium hydroxide, which comes from a sodium hydroxide solution, which is water and sodium fluoride. And sodium fluoride is molten sodium hydroxide. Wasn't that molten sodium hydroxide and fluoromethane? Or fluid enricher of sodium fluoride. Okay. Boy, that is confusing. We'll figure it out. And that's not even all of it, right? Because sodium fluoride also needs fluoromethane, which is a combination of fluoric acid and methanol. And methanol is a chemical reactor of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, which I think we've got. So basically I need a lot of things, right? I think we're going to need at least 2 crystallizers, maybe. What am I missing for you? Oh, cauldrons, that's right. That's right, I never put cauldrons on the... So let's get a couple crystallizers. Let's get like a few more, maybe 2 more melters. I don't know. And then some more chemical reactors. That sound cool? And then today's episode is I'd like to get borax going. Because if I can get borax, then we can use that to make radiation scrubbers, which will be awesome. And then we can worry a little less about our radiation. Because like I said, I enabled radiation in this pack just to kind of play with it a little bit. Oh, did you break that? Why would you break that? Nobody told you to break that. You're not supposed to break machines. Luckily, it shouldn't be too big of a thing to fix. Yeah, you're fine. Everything's fine now. I didn't think this thing broke machines. See, like, don't break cables. Boy, this is it is, like, near impossible. Nice. Okay, cool. Not too bad. Okay, good enough for now. So that looks cool, right? And then this setup will be similar in front of me here. So let's see, are my nuclear craft machines done crafting? We got a few minutes. Let's come back when it's ready. All right, let's get to work, because there's a lot of it to do. Like, a lot. So we definitely want to tap into these tanks that we have. And wow, oxygen's really empty. Deuterium's not going anywhere, but these guys are actually pretty full. So these guys have filled up pretty quickly and nicely, which I'm all about. Let's make sure that we have plenty of ender fluid conduiting. And what I'm thinking is we might want to make sure that we're not tapping into the same fluid lines that we did before. So for all of these, I'm going to be ready to extract and insert as needed here. Probably extracting only from these guys, but we'll see. And I don't know which of these we'll need to extract to and from, but I guess we'll figure it out. Cool. Well, I mean, I know for sure we're going to need this one, and this one, and this one. Beyond that, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So that's what we're going to tap into there. And then I'm going to bring this up to this dude. And the first thing we're going to have is a chemical reactor. And this one I'm going to make the methanol with. So that's going to be carbon monoxide and hydrogen. And one of the things I'm considering, and I think I'm going to do this. So carbon monoxide and hydrogen, right? And that's what carbon dioxide. So so that's carbon monoxide and hydrogen. And you are carbon dioxide. So we need to add carbon monoxide to the list here, which is hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Okay, so that's what we have to create first, hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Okay, so let's make all of you guys extract on black, always active. Okay, extract on black, always active. Extract on black, always active. Cool. So all of you guys are extracting on black. And then what I'm going to do is use filters for what we want, right? So let's get our buckets here ready. And then what we're going to say is you and the hydrogen need to combine into here. So we want to insert on black, but before we specify to allow insertion, we're going to whitelist these two fluids, okay? So that when we do check that box, he should start filling up with both carbon dioxide and hydrogen, which is cool. Nice. Okay. And then let's get some energy flowing across here to this dude. Thank you. And then you should be making carbon monoxide. Cool. And we'll get a few speed upgrades for some of these dudes as needed. Now, carbon monoxide also has a side effect thingy, right? So let's make sure we understand what that is. Water. Okay, so that I don't care about. So I'm going to configure that to void excess. In fact, let's just void all. And that should, in fact, just immediately void any water that gets created. And we don't even have to worry about there being water in there. So we don't have to worry about anything. Like, it's just going to go away immediately, which is cool by me. Okay, so that takes care of your carbon monoxide. So now methanol is a combination of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. So again, what we want is another chemical reactor sitting here, okay, with this dude, who will be, is that the wrong one? I think it is. Let's actually put this away, because I don't see myself using any of those. And I don't want to confuse myself. So we will uncheck both of you. You're going to, again, be black, and your basic fluid filter. And what I could do is just that, so that we can make you also extract on black. How does that sound? So that your job now will be to insert on black, and you're going to be carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Okay, so that when I check you now, you should be cool. Carbon monoxide and hydrogen combining. And that's pretty neat, right? Okay, I like that. So by using the filters, we're definitely getting some usefulness, and I'm thinking that's smart. We have definitely burned out all our sugarcane, because I never did hook up... Don't do that. Nobody wants that to happen. Nobody wants that to happen. Okay. Now we can make more fluid filters. So that's super useful, right? Being able to do that. I think that's a smart move right there. There's gonna be a bunch more fluid filters so that we're ready with what we want to do. Okay. So now we've got methanol going on, and methanol doesn't have an extra side effect, so that's okay by me, right? So now fluoromethane is a combination of methanol and hydrofluoric acid, which is also down here being extracted on black, right? That would be this guy, hydrofluoric acid. So we're going to want a bucket of U. Okay, and that's another chemical reactor. Boop. With U. Okay, so that is the methanol from this thing. Boop. Whitelisting methanol and hydrofluoric acid. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is you're also going to extract on black, always active, and you're going to insert on black, and then you should get hydrofluoric acid and methanol, and that's a cool combination as well. Sweet. Okay, and that should be making fluoromethane. And water, which we are again going to say void all, so that we don't even remember that water's there. Because I don't want to be extracting something and accidentally have it clog something up with water, right? So that's one piece, the fluoromethane of the equation, right? Cool. And that is what's going to eventually make us sodium fluoride, which is going to eventually get to some other things. But now let's get sodium fluoride solution. So there's sodium fluoride. Hold on. Sodium fluoride solution. Oh, maybe that skips some things. Sodium fluoride solution. What's that used for? I'm confused again. Diborane, didn't we just make you? I think we did. Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. Did we make diborane? No. Okay, hold on. This is such a confusing list of recipes. So we need borax solution, which needs boric acid and sodium fluoride. So let's get boric acid taken care of first. So that's going to be the diborane, which is hydrogen and molten boron. So hydrogen we already have, and molten boron we can get. Okay. And then the other part of borax is sodium fluoride solution. We can crystallize crushed Vielamite. Oh, that's cool. And we have some of that, don't we? Yes, we do. Oh, so that's easier, actually. That's actually easier. Nice. Wondering if I need any of this stuff. I might have just made something I don't need anymore. I might have just made a bunch of stuff I don't need anymore. Not that that's the end of the world, but it would stink. But let's see. Borax. So you need boric acid and sodium fluoride. And sodium fluoride we can get from this stuff. Okay, I missed this recipe. I missed this recipe, and this is a critical recipe. Because I was thinking the sodium fluoride had to come from sodium hydroxide and fluoromethylene, and that's what I'm making here. So I don't think I need any of these. If I'm not mistaken, I don't need any of these. That's kind of cool. Let's remove these. So I think you will, yes, clear that out. And then come here, you guys. Let's clear this out, because I don't think I actually need any of that anymore. I think all I need is a manufactory. So that's going to be just a piston, and we should be cool. Yeah, I think I just found a big shortcut for us. I think I just found a really big shortcut for us. Okay, so user, how do I want to do this? What I could do, because we've got this guy doing his thing. Everything's filtered with this, right? And you're being extracted here. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the item conduit line that was here. And this is getting super dire wiry at this point. But that's where things get fun. So you were extracting on purple, right? So let's go up here, and we will insert on purple in a sec. Boop, boop. But your insertion of purple will be what I need to make sodium fluoride solution, which is williamite. Okay, so I'm going to add that to the export list here. And then in the meantime, I'm also going to have you be purple filter whitelist williamite. Okay, so that when I insert you, you start manufacturing that. Cool. Sodium fluoride, sweet. Well, that's neat. Okay. And then we combine that with water to get our sodium fluoride solution in a fluid enricher. Nice. So I need a fluid enricher real quick, because I don't think I have one of those handy. Well, that's kind of cool. And that gets me half of my borax solution. And then the only other thing is a couple things that are not too bad looking. Yeah, we just saved a whole bunch of processing, because that crafting step was really complicated, and that one thing really cut down a lot on what we need to do, which is awesome. So I'm all about that. Okay, fluid enricher complete. So you're going to go here, buddy, right? And you need water and this stuff, right? So what I could just do, we could throw a sink on here. I think I should make a new sink for water on this line because, and I'm telling you why, because, do I know how to make terracotta? Can I use regular? Nah, I think I just have to use regular clay. Give me a stack, please. And I'm just going to throw you right in here. So the reason I'm doing this separate is because I don't want to have to connect these two lines, because I use so many colors of liquid in the other line that I just don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So we'll have another sink for this setup, right? And then you can be a fluid extractor here. That's going to be extract on blue, always active. And you up here will be an insert on blue. Cool. So you're inserting your water. You can be, you're extracting, how about light gray? How about white? We can extract on white, always active, and you can insert, or no, not insert on white. Item conduit. Insert on white. Cool. And you're making sodium fluoride solution, which is part of the borax. Sodium fluoride solution. Nice, so that's half a borax. Awesome. All right, now we need to get boric acid, which will be the setup that we originally said. So diborane, hydrogen, and molten boron, right? So let's get a melter for molten boron. So we need boron. Let's keep 16 in stock. Sound like a good number? And we're going to get the melter, which I think I have a melter. I made a bunch of these machines knowing that I would need some of them, right? Now you're going to insert on purple up here. Okay, but you're also going to have a filter for boron. Okay, and then insert, and then you should be getting boron. Yay, and melting. Okay, then you get a chemical combiner, for diborane, we need hydrogen. Okay, so I think I have a hydrogen bucket. Yes. Let's get a bucket of molten boron, if I may. You're getting there. I just need a bucket so I can filter it. Okay, because what I'm going to do is similar to before. I'm just going to connect these dudes up, and then we'll have a chemical reactor. And on the insert, it's going to be black with a fluid filter of hydrogen and molten boron, wherever that bucket went. Wherever that bucket went. Didn't I get a bucket of molten boron? There it is. Molten boron, whitelisted. Okay, so there you go, there you go. So then you should be extract on black, always active, and you should be insert on black. So then what we should be getting is hydrogen plus molten boron. Yes. Wrong extract on black. And there's your molten boron. Sweet. Okay, and that's making diborane, and only diborane. Cool. So the diborane combines with water to make boric acid and hydrogen. So we get hydrogen back. I'll probably just wind up voiding that. Okay, so this one's going to need two colors going into it. So we're totally going to need the ender fluid conduit. So one's going to be here, and one's going to be back here. But what we can do is just disconnect that dude. And let's just make sure that we're not allowing these guys to connect, because that would probably be a bad connection, right? Yeah, we really don't want you to connect at all. Hopefully everything's clogged up to the point where it won't break anything by having that there for a split second. Hopefully. Hopefully. So on the east, you're not going to extract anything, but you are going to insert on blue. So you'll start getting the water that you need for the boric acid, and then the diborane here we can extract on, let's say, pink, and here will be an insert on pink. So you should start combining, and you're making hydrogen, but we're going to void automatically all hydrogen. So you're only making boric acid. Nice. And now the borax solution is boric acid and sodium fluoride. Okay, so sodium fluoride we've got, that's this one. So I'm going to make your extract light blue here. And your extract, how about we also make you light blue for the boric acid? I like that. Okay, so that we can then put the fluid here. And you will only insert on light blue. So then you should be getting boric acid and sodium fluoride solution. Sodium fluoride solution. Right? Extract on light blue. That actually should be working, right? Shouldn't that be working? I would expect that to work. So that's the right combination, clearly. Why you don't want to extract? Oh, I see. I keep doing that. Now we're cooking. Sweet. And you're going to make hydrofluoric acid as a side effect, which again, we're making tons of over here somewhere. So I don't think we need to worry about that any more than we already have, right? Because we have carbon dioxide. We have plenty of hydrofluoric acid. So I'm going to void excess on this as well. Not even excess. I'm just going to void all. Because we have so much of it, I'm not going to worry about it. And then the borax solution is the ultimate result, and that gets us borax and a crystallizer. Nice. All right. So then you're going to extract on, let's say, cyan. I like that color for this. And you are going to insert on cyan. And there's your borax solution. Sweet. So let's get like 30 of these and 30 of these cooking. And then you should be not too bad. So what I want here then is some borax is gonna go chill over here in one of these setups. So that I can then add to my item list. So let's see, where's items end up at? So we're just gonna run them all the way down here, and then you're going to extract on green, always active, which should start dumping our borax right into here. 5, 6, beautiful. Great, so that wasn't nearly as hard as I expected it to be. I thought that would be way worse, and it really wasn't. Like, really wasn't too bad. All right, so that gets us borax, right? And that, I'll tell you why that's cool. Because borax, I'm just gonna put away all these buckets of nonsense that I probably shouldn't have kept, but meh. Borax is gonna be cool. That's gonna be really cool, because that allows us to get our radiation scrubbers, which I'm all about playing with and seeing how good a job they do, because I have no idea how they work, if I'm being honest. We're gonna want a handful of them, I know that much. That's all I really know. Okay? All right. So now that we have borax, we can come up here and make our radiation scrubber, right? So that's just a recipe there, and we pop that in. And let's see what we don't know how to make, because I'm thinking it's something. So if I want like 10 of you, you need more boron. We're missing 4. And we're also missing some borax. We're missing 28. So can I get like 2 of you? And you can auto-craft all that? Beautiful. That's what's up. I'm sure you have a lot of work going on. That doesn't seem to be too bad. All the auto-crafting is resolving itself and doing what it should be doing. Go, 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 go. Auto-crafting for days. This is why we set up auto-crafting. There's a few improvements to auto-crafting speed I could make, I'm sure, but, you know, stuff and things. Now, where's my extreme alloy? Because oh no, it's done. Radiation scrubber. Nice. 2 radiation scrubbers. Beautiful. Now, they do need power. So let's bring them over here and see what happens. So what I'm going to want is my Geiger counter. Boop. Nice. Nuclear site. Now, you do need power. Let's not forget. What I'm going to do is remove this. And I'm going to take this dude and connect him up to this guy again. Right, so you should be doing fine. Okay, and I'm going to also connect this guy right up into here. So you should still be getting some power. Good. Even though you're connected to my generator's network. So this thing can help power our radiation scrubber if we so desire. Or what we could just do is use flux points times 2. Or something like that, right? Because they use a little bit of power, not a ton, okay? So if we look at this, we see that there's, you know, some MRADs in this in this chunk, right? So it said it wants it to be, reduces the radiation if it's placed. Its effectiveness is dependent on the amount of free space around it, removing a maximum of 12.5 from its chunk. The collective contribution of all scrubbers in a chunk will stack linearly. Okay, so what if we actually put this up here, right? Wouldn't it be cool to have it, like, inside this thing? Because we've got, yeah, like, what about, like, right here? Could I put it, like, right there? And he needs how much RF a tick? 25 RF a tick. So how about we do this? Because it wants free space around it, what if we did one of these guys? Cool. Serving 1 tile. So you going to tell me anything about what you're doing? 4 MRADs per tick. Well, that's cool. Okay. And at this point, it's what? It's still 4. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Three MRADs per tick each. Okay. So you're at 70% now. So if I remove this, do you go up now? 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Okay, so what if we bring this not 1 block below it, but 2 blocks? 99, 98. It's pretty good. So I think you want these to be 2 blocks on each side? Does that make sense? I guess. So could I make another radiation scrubber? Do we have enough stuff for that yet? We're waiting on borax to be produced. Doesn't look too bad. We'll just give it a minute. But yeah, he's doing okay. Not too shabby. And then if we look at this, we can see that 86 rads. Okay. So you think it's working? I think it's working. Interesting. They don't, I mean, it seems like you're going to need a lot of these if you really want to cut down on the radiation, because we really don't have a huge amount of radiation going on here at the moment. So I'm going to have to look into, you know, do we just need a ton of these? Is that how it works? Or how's this thing really, like, what's the best thing to do here? But for now, it's wrapping up point. So Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.